motherfucker, Thug Nation alert. Keep his name on the streets till you lay in the dirt.
I'm your Captain Buckshot. Who can get the average man to think with a military mind prepared? Get ready, you bomb first.
He's that family guy. Niggas say one love. Fuck one love, nigga, one nation. Now it's time.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is Machiavelli Media. Buckshot Shorty, the BDI, did a tell-all interview on Instagram. I'm about to play it for you in a second. I want you guys to digest it, and I'll come back with another part to this video later on, and I'll help break down what we just heard. With no further ado, Buckshot Shorty.
The type of music that the boot camp play.
That you hear on like songs that Pac put out after was supposed to be on the One Nation album, and we just didn't get a chance to do a lot of our songs, a lot of our verses, because you know, I spoke to Pac that Monday, and that Friday he got killed. So it was I spoke to Pac on Monday, and we were talking about video games, because, you know, we like to play video. We was, at the time, me and him, you know, we would play video games whenever we could, because he was real busy. So it wasn't like we had every second with him, but, you know, he was the times that we wasn't doing nothing, either I'd be playing the video games or certain shit, and so when I spoke to him on that Monday, he was so excited because he had just got the arcades in the basement.
Wow.
The video arcades, like the real ones. Yeah, he was like, "Yo, Buck, man, I got the ones that." Oh man, I missed that about him, man. He was like when he would get excited, he would be like, "Yo, you know, yo, out of this or yo, or that." So he was like, "Yo, Buck, yo, man, you gonna love it, man. I just got the new video game, and I got him in the basement." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Oh, all right." He's like, "No, I got the real one, the real arcade games." And I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Word, get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Yo," I was like, "Yo, I can't wait to get back." So I said, "You mean like Galaxy and all?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, all the real shit, like the one that you go inside." So I was excited. I didn't think anything was gonna happen. Obviously nobody knew. So for me and for, you know, it was a regular conversation. We spoke about 20 minutes. And then after that, you know, he was like, "Yo, I'm Jeff." Was the last conversation that I had with Pac.
Wow. And
that Friday, it was, I think that Friday or something, that was the weekend, that was the fight, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The Tyson Selvin fight.
Yeah. I knew he was going to that fight. I just, you know, I probably would have went with him too. I fucking, you know, I just didn't think anything was gonna happen. I thought Friday that Monday we was gonna get our plane tickets and we was gonna fly back out to LA to link up with him and the Outlaws.
Wow. So I mean, when you first heard the news, who did you think was responsible?
When I first heard the news, you know, I got it pretty quick. You know, when I first heard the news about what had went down, I was so upset. because I didn't know how deep it was. I didn't know how deep it was. I ain't gonna lie to you. That it was, you know, the fight, you know, sparked shit off. And I knew that was gonna bring some retaliation. The fight had spoke too long. The fight was just the straw breaking the back. You know, I'm real. When I spoke to Rage, she told me about you know, I feel like I'm on trial here. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Rage knew about certain things that it was gonna happen. You know, as far as the fight and everything, you know, going down, because they knew that son was there that stole the chain. You know what I'm saying? And the person, just say the person that got his chain stole, he was real close to Rage. You know what I'm saying? So when I spoke to Rage and she told me the whole incident, I was so mad. I was like, damn, and you know, it was a domino effect. And just say Pac was the last person on the domino. You know, it was a domino effect leading up to that. It wasn't just Tupac saw somebody out of nowhere and just lost his cool. And I think a lot of people got that wrong version of it too, because, you know, now people think of Tupac as like this guy that walk around and just couldn't hold his temper because, because of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad that he didn't wear his vest. You know, because he, you know, he always wore his vest, and I'm mad that he didn't wear his vest. You know, and the reason why, it was something simple. It was just, he was like, yo, it was too hot. He was hot in it, you know. So he had told someone that he wasn't wearing the vest because it was too hot, and he didn't want to wear it. And that kind of fucked me up, you know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like that might have played a part in, you know, keeping my nigga alive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, it was a domino effect, you know, and everyone knew that Orlando was going to be there. You know, everyone knew that Orlando was going to be there. If they didn't know when and where the clash was going to go down, but everyone knew that he was going to be there already. It was like, no one, you know what I'm saying? It was no shock.
Right.
That there. Everyone knew he was going to be there. It was just a Pac moment. Like, you know, people, it was almost like people didn't even know what Pac was walking like that for. It was almost like, you know, you Pac is the general, you know. So, like, when that happened, and they like, you know, when they beat son up, I was real upset. I was real upset. I was really upset. Because I knew that was the domino effect that broke the camel's back. And,
right.
And after that, you know, if it wasn't for those girls, man, they would have never knew Pac was in that car. If it wasn't for those fucking girls, man.
What girls?
The girls that Pac was yelling back at. That's how they knew to shoot him. You know,
right.
You know, Pac. They didn't pull up to the car and like how they make the movie look. They didn't pull up to the car and just be like, and look eye to eye and be like, okay, that's Pac. Let's shoot. That's not what happened. They were driving up to the cars and they were, you know, kind of hoping that they did see him in one of those cars. But, you know, when the girls was like, oh, Tupac had a habit of hanging out cars. He had you know, out the window. And I won't say habit, but he did it enough times where I was like, yo, man, I wish he, you know, I wish he wasn't that type of a person, you know. And that's how he was, you know what I'm saying? Pac he would hang out the front window, so he responded to those girls. Like, you know, like, all right, you know, whatever his response was, and that's how, you know, Keefy D and them knew to pull up to the car and shoot in Orlando, and then pull up to the car and shoot. And you know, I think what disturbs me, yo, man, I think what disturbs me is I wish that I didn't know so much. You know, I know.
How do you feel like that has impacted you positively or negatively? What it is that you know?
Yo, man, this shit is deep. This shit is deeper than a deep blue sea, man. You know, this shit deeper than you could imagine, bro. I don't even think you could, you know, it's like, I don't know who's watching, whatever.
Well, the world is definitely watching.
Well, I mean, it's so deep that Tupac said, I know they're gonna get me. He said, I know they're gonna get me because I'm a Shakur. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was right. He was absolutely right. And it wasn't about whether, and he said, it ain't about going out, it's about how I'm going out. So Tupac made that statement that he knew that they were gonna get him, but just because he was a Shakur. And they had it out for him because he was such an influential Shakur. And that, you know, when it comes to playing with certain people, shit gets deep. You understand? So, being that that's the case, the government love to work with, there's another name that they go by. So, I think some of y'all know what I mean when I say GD. I'm only missing one word. And they, you know, the KGB go by something called disinformation. And disinformation is when you split two people, you know, you turn two people against each other for the greater cause of the bigger picture, which is where we at today. Where we at today right now, where Black Lives Matter and all of that stuff goes back to Tupac and the whole movement and affiliation to just be. Did you know that Assata Shakur is the 10th most wanted terrorist?
Absolutely.